right, everyone, I know I say this a lot, but this is another dream come true. We have MSS Plus cabinets in the design studio in the Yarn building at OGHQ, but I actually haven't personally had MSS Plus cabinets. We did the Sabre cabinets in the last house. I'm glad we did. It was much more appropriate to the size and style of that house. But this one, this house we're going to build with a really, really amazing sonic array. And I don't intend to leave these here unless somebody really wants to buy them when we sell this house, but we're going to be building a house down the street. And when I do so, these are some of the cabinets that are going to make up my entire array. It'll also help soften the blow of what these things cost. And so we're going to have basically double the amount of cabinets that we have here in the next garage, and it'll make it a little bit easier to bite that gold nugget when I got to finish the array. So today what we're going to do is set this up a little different than I normally do. Normally we put this on top of Swiss Tracks. My Swiss Tracks is not here. And I'm impatient and I've got stuff everywhere and I want to put it in the cabinets, and so we're going to do something a little different for you. This garage, this house, I intend to be here for maybe a year and a half or 2 years. We're likely to break ground on my new house, on my custom home, probably later, like September is our current target. So this will be more of a temporary setup. But what we're going to do is we're going to actually bring this, when the Swiss Tracks does come, we're going to set this, level this, put the tops on, get this whole array done, get the tools loaded up, and then we're going to cut the Swiss Tracks around it. So this setup is, so the design guys, by the way, you can always hit up design@obsessedgarage.com or go to obsessedgarage.com, go to garage, hover to the right, or hover over garage, go to the right, and you can go and fill out a design application. But the guys, Kyle, Ed, and Sean actually designed this garage for me. We'll have a video coming up soon of how that goes down and how we do that. But I actually use my own design services on here and let them figure it out for me, so we can build your array as well. But this setup is going to be two 8-drawer, 820 or 890 millimeter cabinets, two of these. I'm going to put a TV in the middle. Then we have pretty much the greatest cabinet in the history of the world, and that's the 1540. And so you want to do 1540s if you can help it. And the 1540 comprises of an 890 millimeter and a 720 millimeter next to each other. And then it includes this amazing drawer where you can put all your torque wrenches and big tools and most used tools as well. And so here we'll have a TV between these two, but this one will have upper cabinets, another 720 upper cabinet, and we're going to flank this with a 650 millimeter closet. It's going to be a little bit different because I have two right doors, two right opening doors, because I didn't want to wait 6 months or 5 months or whatever until they came in. I bought these. Let's just say I bought these a while ago, and I've ordered them, and we've been sitting on waiting for them. And then same thing on the other side. So we'll have some symmetry in this garage too, at least of the cabinet array. It'll be symmetrical to this back wall here. So let's get going. We're going to put this stuff together. I'll let you follow along, and we'll tell you how the process goes. Kyle and I have become an expert on these. This is our fourth setup of MSS Plus that we've done, personally. Let's roll. Now the stem wall is going to dictate, because this sticks out a little bit here, so we have a stem wall right here, so that's going to dictate our distance.
Installing the bolts that kind of secure everything together. So the bottom two, if you can see the back of the cabinet, the bottom two holes, you got 3 holes back here that secure the post to the cabinet. You got top, middle, and bottom. These two have the keyholes, which allows us to pre-install these, have the cabinet snugged all the way up against the wall, and then you're able to come up here like this, slide it down the back. You have to leave yourself enough room so that you clear the bolts. So generally you want like 1/2 inch. When it's all installed, you would have like a 1/2 inch gap, behind the back. But these basically just clip down into like that. So what we're going to do is install this one, and maybe this one on this side, figure out what our distance needs to be off the wall so that we can comfortably have enough room to clear the bolt heads. And then that'll allow us to get all the cabinets lined up, certain distance from the wall, and then we can install the posts from behind, and then we don't have to move the cabinets. It's not like MSS where you have to bolt everything together, be behind and screwing stuff together, and then you got to figure out how to slide a 30-foot long array like up against the wall. So this, we just get it up against the wall where it's going to go, install everything, and then we're good. And then those bolts will tighten from inside. So we're going to have to pull out some of the drawers, which is a big pain in the butt with these 8-drawer cabinets because there's so many, but it won't be too bad. We can probably find the specific drawer that we need to pull out so that we can access back there.
One existence, Mike. That's my current MO. One existence. Not 10 existences. If I'm gonna have a meeting all at once. If I'm gonna have a cabinet install, let's do some learning. Let's do some some joint efforts. If we're gonna do we get to make a video of it all. That's the key.
So we're getting the cabinets not so much leveled yet, but kind of just into position, general leveling, and then we'll jump in and start actually leveling, getting everything accurate. So right now we pulled some of the drawers out. This one is just I think it's just the other medium drawer. And it gives you access to the feet down there. We don't pull out the very bottom drawer because it's got the cable chase for the power bars that you can install if you choose into the bottom drawer. So that's just a huge pain in the butt to try and remove all that, so we don't do it. So just pull out the top one, then you can pull out the drawer and kind of finagle your way in there. 5mm, like the hex ball end, the ball end hexes are really good for this because then you can just kind of be at an angle and kind of get in there a lot easier. So what Sean did is he went through and just leveled all the feet out. Righty-tighty, raises the cabinet, lefty-loosey, lowers the cabinet. And you got all of these pretty much level with the inside of the bottom of the cabinet. We need to get these a little higher than normal because we're gonna put Swiss tracks up underneath while the cabinets themselves are gonna be on the concrete, which is a little bit different from how we normally do it. But we have cabinets and we don't have Swiss tracks. So that's how we're gonna do it today for the future install. So this will kind of get us all leveled out. These are pretty much good until we fully level. I'll lower this one down a little bit just to kind of show you, but use the Milwaukee ratchet and it's fantastic. So basically you're just going back and forth to level it out. So now what I'm going to start doing is work on getting this cabinet using the level and getting it all leveled out front to back, left to right, and this will be our starting point for the entire array, and then we'll work our way down as we go and get everything exact to the same place. Basically on this cabinet that I started with, we measured out to about 1 inch because Swiss Trax is 3/4 of an inch. I think with leveling, we ended up getting a little higher probably, so it's probably 1 1/8 inch or something like that. But this floor has a slope, so it slopes to the right. So it's something you have to be careful of as well. If the left side is going to be way higher and then the right side is going to be a lower floor, you have to make sure that you're going to be able to give yourself enough room at the the lowest point because you're not going to have as much of a gap over there. But I think we'll be pretty good. We've got plenty of leeway to work with here. So plus you may have irregularities in your floor and stuff, but I think 1 inch is a good starting point for kind of your lowest point or midpoint. So should be good. But we're just going to continue down the line.
All right, so we got all the bases and extra, or the 2 side cabinets all leveled. So now we can start to put the back wire pipes on, as well as start to unbox the uppers and get all that stuff ready to go. This is the fun part. The good news is we can burn the rest of the cardboard. Good, Mike. Pretty good. Just got some power up there just in case. We'll need that power for when we do the power bars. All right, cabinets are done. Wipe down. Oh shoot, there's a smudge right there. Wobble. Not good. We don't want any smudges. I wiped the cabinets down. Got everything set up to some extent. Just kind of putting things preliminarily. I know I said we just threw things in cabinets, but I know you did organize. I kind of went and did a little bit of preliminary organization.
I saw your post was like at 11 o'clock last night, so I knew you were out here.
Yeah, I was out here till about 1. Yeah. Working on getting the countertops done and organized, and then cleaning up the whole side of the garage over there. So this cabinet array is incredible. We got to do under cabinet lighting, audio, fans, and TV. My TV will be here today. I get a mini LED. We'll try that out, which is just an LCD with more LEDs behind it. So that's going to go here and make it look finished. Under cabinet lighting will help, especially with these giant doors when they're open. It takes a lot more, or creates some pretty significant shadows. So we're going to make sure we get lighting, proper when we do our Cree lights. But I'm going to order some more closets. I have to kind of think about if to lay this out to see what I'm going to do. But I think 2 965 millimeters, so like the double door, 36-inch wide cabinets, maybe next to this. I'm going to figure out, we're going to get some really nice structured wiring panel, do all of my Cat 5 and all that stuff. So I got to figure out how we're going to set this up here. We're going to get this conduit out of the way. But the cabinet array turned out really nice. I love it. It's perfect. And I could fit a 965 and a 965, but I like this space because I'm going to put my subwoofer right here. And it's going to work out well with our Swiss tracks. We're going to work on that here today. But yeah, cabinet array is set up. Looks awesome. I'm excited for this. I should be more excited. I mean, this is my first real MSS Plus array. It's good. This garage feels so much better. I think that 12 or 13 foot ceilings, this is 11 and a half feet, is the right height. It just feels bigger, but not so big that it feels, I don't know, it feels comfy. And then we have the right depth of the garage. Having more depth helps to make sure, like, this sedan, I still have 6 or 7 feet, even with these really deep cabinets, because these are about 29 and a half, almost 30 inches off the wall because of the wire pipes. So yeah, that's a wrap on the Sonic install, and stay tuned for the rest of the series on this garage as we kind of capture some footage and do it a little different than we have in the past. And then what we'll do is we'll do a summary video when I get this one all done. This garage will be done much quicker than the last house, largely because the cabinets are in, the flooring's going to be in, the lights should be here soon. I already have the garage door openers, the bike lift. I'm not going to be cutting any holes in walls like I did in the last, or moving water heaters and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. If you want to buy these, hit up design@obsessedgarage.com and we can lay it out and set up an array like this for you. See you soon.